Good morning, YouTube. I want to talk to y'all about the Jungle Book. So I found out yesterday that a piece of the Jungle Book was found in Spencer, Tennessee, which is 1 hour and 49 minutes away from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Now, the reason they filmed the Jungle Book in Spencer, Tennessee, is because of the beautiful waterfall that's down there. It's one of the prettiest in Tennessee and the biggest. And if you think about the waterfalls, they follow the river lines. So we'll get to that in a minute, the river lines. Okay, so I found out that the Hindu story from the Jungle Book, the Jungle Book story is not a Hindu story, but the little boy is an Indian boy. And I read that the Hindus have added this story to their tradition, their literary tradition stories, because it's so close to their story. Now, I know some of y'all are saying, Ashley, why does this have anything to do with Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and the Large Hadron Collider, and the supercomputer, and the scientists? Well, because in CERN, Switzerland, they have a Large Hadron Collider, and that is a machine that's taking splitting atoms and smashing them together. And they also have supercomputers. Well, there's only a few of these supercomputers in the world, but these computers are teaching each other things, and they're growing their own chips, and we have artificial intelligence that's walking around the earth right now. So, I don't know, let your brain go on, and let the Holy Spirit lead you into hearing what He's saying, because there's really some very strange stuff that's happening, and there's a lot of people that are in the dark, and they're just thinking this technology is just an invention, and people say, well, God gave man the mind to invent things, and well, I just brought up that Bible verse recently. It's in Ecclesiastes 7, and he says that God made man upright, but they've sought out many inventions. And so man continues to seek out these inventions, but they're being ruled by the powers and the rulers of the darkness of this world. And so everything that's happening has to happen for prophecy to be fulfilled. We're not supposed to be scared of these things. That's why it's very important for us to use the tongue and ask the Holy Spirit to become our vessel. To use our tongue as His vessel to pray and ask for His guidance. Okay, so this movie, The Jungle Book, it's about a little boy named Mowgli, and he is raised by wolves in the jungle, and he eventually goes and lives in the village with the people, but so that might not have anything to do with anything at this moment in time, but it is 1 hour and 49 minutes away from the Large Hadron Collider. And the Hadron Collider and the supercomputer that is in CERN, that is in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Okay, so in CERN, Switzerland, they have a statue of Shiva. Now, that is one of the main Hindu gods. She's the false god of chaos and destruction, and she is to bring in Brahma, their false god of bringing in the new world. So Shiva, a huge statue, is in front of CERN, Switzerland. Now, why would Switzerland have a statue of a false Hindu god standing in front of this machine, in front of their building where they work? And plus, CERN did this weird, strange parade, festival, little get-together where they danced and used really strange language, and there was a lot of revealing of the bodies, nakedness and stuff in this parade that these scientists put together. Why? And if you watch the parade, you will so see, it is just the most strangest, peculiarist thing your eyes have ever laid on. And basically at the end of the parade you see that they're trying to defeat time. And what does the Bible say? The end of time. I know all this sounds strange, but most of you guys, y'all that are listening through this, y'all understand 100% what I'm saying. And some of y'all are only, Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach is waking you up right now to hear what is Ruach HaKadosh is saying. But in Little Tennessee, the giants were here. Now, the giants are the angels fallen. The fallen angels' children. And the giants were the ones that, like, helped build these technologies. The ancient technology of the world. There's monuments and statues and things all over the world that were used for this ancient technology. People think that the pyramid created for tombs for resting places for the mummies, but that's not true. The tombs are actually for sound. They are set perfect in a specific spot to line up with the stars and the sun, and they vibrate sound through them. That's why people, when they walk into the pyramids, they say that they feel a knowledge in there that is more powerful than they could ever imagine. And it's because the vibration of the sound is so powerful, we just don't even understand. We have been blinded to the fact of how powerful sound is. And it vibrates in our body because our body has water. Our body has got water in it. It's made up of water. Not all water, but anyway, I digress. Okay, so you got in Little Bitty Tennessee, the giants were here. The Native Americans have 100% proof, stories told over and over and over and over and over about these giants, red-headed giants that came from Nevada. And they came over and they destroyed so much. They ate their children. They sacrificed their children. Who were they sacrificing to? Their parents. These fallen gods, or these fallen angels that people worship, these false gods. Back in the olden days, the old churches knew, they understood that it was the fallen angels that were the false gods that everybody was worshiping. And the Bible mentions it over and over and over about these fallen angels. He uses words like mighty man, men of valor, men of renown. If you read in Genesis 6, they are called men of renown, mighty men. So anyway, I digress. The giants were here in Tennessee, and Disney is all about the Satanist cultist stuff. Please get in and do your own research. Don't listen to everything that I say. Please do your own research and see how deceptive Disney alone is. So big old Disney came to Little Bitty Tennessee to film at one of the waterfalls they could have filmed anywhere else in the world. And they came to Little Bitty Tennessee, 1 hour and 49 minutes away from the Large Hadron Collider. All this to say, really there is mind control going on. And it's going on through the phones, through the televisions, through the radios. They're able to talk to us through everything that our ears are listening to. And there are sounds out there that we can't even hear. If you think about it, there's a whistle that we can't hear, but dogs can. So I'm just saying, people, please do your research. And the Bible tells us every bit of this stuff. The Bible tells us what's happening. But please, people, do your research in Tennessee. If you live in Tennessee, do your research in Tennessee. Let's find out what happened here. Let's find out what's going on around us, right? Praise Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach, and y'all have a blessed day. And, alright, have a blessed day.